Hey Collective, welcome to Step Into Yourself Tarot. My name is Savannah. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to actually do just an open read, just feeling like reading for the collective, feeling a lot of different energies today. I did a collective reading earlier today, and just going to do an open read, which means there's no particular placements of the cards. I'm just going to pull from whatever decks Spirit leads me to, and we'll see what messages Spirit has for us. I'm going to get started with what I call my big oracle. That's how Spirit refers to it for me as well. And we'll just get right into it, see what's going on. All right, Spirit, show me collective. Show me messages for collective, any and all messages for the highest good of collective. I ask that those come through. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your presence in our lives. Thank you for your promptings, and thank you for sharing this space with us. So let's do one more shuffle here. Hope you've had a wonderful day, collective. All right. Innocence and dimensions and wild feminine. Innocence, dimensions, and wild feminine. I might get into the book on these. The first thing I'm seeing is the wild feminine is like fierce but gentle. Like this look, it's like the child version of innocence, and then the one that still has that sparkle in their eye, but more experience, I'm hearing. So not so much, I'm not feeling like a tainted energy, but just more experience. And we have the wild feminine surrounded in earth energy, leaves. There's a bird, flowers blooming. So it's almost like Spirit is calling you to kind of combine or synergize these two elements or aspects of the self. So the innocence of a child, not being held back, looking at the world through like a lens of wonder and curiosity, one that hasn't been, I'm hearing, jilted by fear or expectations or like even I'm seeing like an end goal in mind. Like a child just does because they do. They feel it. They want to experience something and they do it with nothing holding them back. There's no outcome in mind when we think of a child. Whereas when we grow up, we have experiences, we step into the wild feminine energy, perhaps those things are coming into play. The fear of things that we've experienced in the past that have been uncomfortable or have caused us pain. So therefore, we may look at life a little bit differently. But I feel like with the Dimensions card, Spirit is calling us to step through this door with both aspects of ourselves, the innocence, but then also the experience. And when we step through into a new dimension with, it's like both aspects of the identity. We enter a new dimension and we have the moon and the sun here. So divine counterparts, divine aspects of the self coming together in synergy. And in that, it's a new dimension, it's a new timeline that we're stepping into. That's beautiful. I love that. Okay. So I'm actually not going to get into that. I do want to pull from this deck. Thank you for those messages, Spirit. Can I get more on this new dimension, or the combination, the synergy between innocence and experience? Intuition. Yeah, using your intuition. I'm going to want to get clarification on that one. Number 18, intuition. Let's actually see what the book says on that one. Because I am seeing in the Innocence card in the Wild Feminine, there's markings on the forehead, which can often represent intuition. But let me see what the book says on this card. Let's see. Number 18. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. So the intuitive mind is a sacred gift. The intuitive mind, the childlike wonder. The rational mind, one of experience I'm hearing, is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant, the earth energy, but has forgotten the gift. So the gift of intuition, the gift of wonder, so what it says is, you are open when it comes to praying, dear one, but when it comes to receiving, you are closed. Most often, fears and doubts creep in to form barricades that block messages and communication from spirit. The universe, God, source, or whatever you wish to call that loving presence that speaks to you through your intuition, dreams, and visions, is a quieter, gentle voice that often goes unheard. If you have drawn this card, Spirit is asking you to pay closer attention to that inner voice and intuition. It has been communicating to you the answers and guidance that you seek. Going within and listening to inner guidance requires being open and away from distractions. Do not be misguided by the voice of the ego. The ego is loud, disruptive, and will do anything in its power to convince you that what you are doing is foolish and a waste of time. Do not let the voice of the ego fill your head with negative and disruptive thoughts. Simply observe this loud voice. Now give that quieter, gentle, loving voice within you a chance. Life isn't about killing the ego, but simply nurturing and watering the divine within you. In doing so, the ego fails to grow and survive in the light-filled body of love. So it's associated with the heart chakra. So yeah, being open to messages or communications that are coming to you, that spirit or God, source, the universe has been giving you, but perhaps messages that you've been blocking out. So Spirit is calling you to have that innocence, that intuitive nature, and to not be held back by fears or the experiences of the past. in order to step into a new dimension. That's beautiful. Let's get one more from this deck, Spirit. One more from this deck. Can I get one more? There's balance. This came out in the reading earlier today. Number 2, balance. Once again, we have the earth energy in this card. And I said it in a recent reading, it's like the individual is holding on to this tree, right? So like the tree of life, the roots. And it's like they're firmly planted in the center of this tree, but they're grasping onto it. So almost like a clutching and not wanting to let go. Let's see what the book has on this. Number 2. This card signifies a need for balance and equilibrium with your inner world. Your external world is merely a reflection of your inner world, and right now there's a call for balance in the giving and receiving of energy. You have been taking care of everyone else's needs, but not your own. Thank you for being the nurturing soul that you are. But dear one, you have really been giving a lot of yourself lately, and the balance between giving and receiving is uneven. Being in this unbalanced state can cause you to feel overwhelmed and fatigued when dealing with challenges. When you give so much of your energy, it is vital that you replenish your energy source afterwards. You can achieve this by taking time out in nature, getting rest, practicing self-love, being self-nurturing, and eating healthy, energizing foods. Be around people who uplift and encourage this journey that you're on. It's also time to really ask yourself why your outer world is sending you situations and circumstances that exhaust you mentally, physically, and emotionally. When one gives too much without receiving the equivalent energy back, deeper issues relating to self-worth and self-love are exposed. Do you constantly give to prove your worth and justify your existence? Perhaps there's an underlying fear of losing whatever it is you cling to. Dear one, you are worthy, unique, and so very beautiful. You are pure divine light, connecting to the cosmic pool of abundance, blessings, and love. Yeah, so strong emphasis on the internal, giving, like that idea of reciprocity. So what I put out, I am receiving back. And this spirit here, I believe overall, spirit is saying, honor reciprocity, honor the self, honor the different dimensions of the self, your experience. Balance that with childlike wonder and innocence and tapping into your intuition, really knowing yourself, being in a space where you're not, I'm hearing, overcome by distractions, and when you can actually tune into you. And that's where that intuition, where you're going to hear it, you're going to feel it, I'm hearing. And I'm also hearing you're going to see it as well. Really interesting. Okay. Let's get from this deck. Spirit, can I see more about the current challenge for collective? Strength. So it is in reverse. Those wanted to come out. They didn't, but just for reference, remembrance and reincarnation. So the reincarnation I'm seeing related to the dimensions, and the remembrance related to the strength. Even the imagery of the clouds on these two cards. Yeah, like remembrance of a time when you weren't impeded, I'm hearing. And that cloud imagery. When you felt like your life was, like when you were, I'm hearing like flying in the clouds. When you were like on top of the world. Can I get more about the challenge for collective? More about the challenge for collective. Entanglement. And truth. Yeah. Tapping into that intuition. So in this card, I'm also seeing like the Ace of Swords, which is sharp, sharp insight. It's the kind of truth that you can't deny. So intuition, we can often mistake it for fear or out of fear. We can often say like, oh, it's my gut feeling. Well, a lot of times our gut is not equated with intuition. A lot of times our gut is actually fear-based or experience-based, previous experience-based. But truth, ultimate truth, intuition, it is a knowing, it is a feeling, it is a sensing, not based in fear. It's a prompting, it's a channeling from spirit or the universe. And so I feel like strength, entanglement, and truth being in the challenge, perhaps it requires your strength to accept a truth, accept the truth of what you have been entangled with. Also, the moon is represented in this card. So things that have been in, like, not things that you've wanted to face, things that have been below the surface, perhaps you haven't recognized them, but sometimes we purposely place things under the moon because we don't want to face them, or we're not ready to see yet that truth. And in both of these overarching energy cards, there's such an emphasis on sight, and the piercing of what somebody sees, what you see. So it's like, I feel like Spirit here is saying the challenge is accepting and standing firm, standing strong, standing with strength regarding your truth. The truth that has been delivered to you, I'm hearing, and recognizing that this entanglement, whatever that may be for you, is an impediment to standing in your strength and in your truth. Like the earth energy, like experience, I mentioned, it is an impediment to the wild feminine. Entanglement is similar here. It's mirroring energy here in the challenge position. Okay. What should, actually, let me pull from this one. What should collective do in regards to this entanglement? What should collective do in regards to this entanglement? Crown of air. See it. Crown of fire. It's illuminated. Hold the candle to it. Illuminate the entanglement. Recognize it. See it for what it is. Stand firm with strength in your truth. It's It's like this individual is like holding like the book of their life, right? Like stand firm in what you know to be true. Covet it. See the entanglement for what it is. Anything else about the challenges and what collective should do? Yeah. Such an emphasis on the illumination. Illuminate it to where it's exposed. I'm also hearing see a new path forward. So this is Ace of Wands. So a new passionate beginning. Yeah, and then another emphasis on the illumination. And what's interesting about this, it's like illuminating the self. So we go back to that balance, the inner world, the inner self, and the need to prioritize the self. So in terms of the challenge, illuminate it. You hold the candlestick towards it. You bring it into the light. You bring it out from underneath the moon. Illuminate it. See it for what it is. See it as a start to a new passionate beginning that illuminates you. And this new dimension. Okay. Where am I going next, Spirit? So during this time of illumination, what should collective be doing for the self? What should collective be doing for the self? Independence. Talk about self. The more you learn to feed yourself on the inside and care for the inner child, going back to that innocence, the more freestanding you become. Help me feed and love this inner child, dear Lord. Yeah, step into your independence. Feed and nurture the inner child. One of the greatest things that I have heard is like remothering yourself. So I didn't have a great relationship with my mother, and that caused a lot of wounds within me. And but you have, when you recognize the wounds, right? And this is with any type of wound. When we recognize the wounds within us, they're going to remain until we pull them out from underneath our moon and we actually do something about them. One of the things, like in my case, remothering yourself, offering the things to myself that I didn't receive. And so what is that thing for you? What are those wounds that exist within you that need to be nurtured and dealt with? And in doing that, you step into independence. The more freestanding you become, the more you learn to feed yourself on the inside and care for your inner child, the more freestanding you become. So Spirit is calling to independence here. Remember, and I said here, a passionate new beginning that illuminates you, your independence. Anything else that collective should be doing during this time of standing in truth, in their truth, this illumination of the self, this healing of the inner self. Impatience. My life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. I'm always at the right place at the right time. I think this is speaking to being patient with yourself, offering yourself compassion. Oftentimes we are our own worst critic. Maybe we feel like we should be further along by now. And I feel like Spirit is just saying everything is unfolding in divine timing. It is a process. Step into yourself tarot is built on this premise of a process. Every step that we take, every choice that we make, everything that we pull out from underneath our moon helps us to further step into who we really are meant to be. And I feel like that's what this card is calling us to. You're exactly where you need to be, at the exact place, the exact time. It is divine timing. It's a divine plan. It's a divine process. So be patient with yourself. Be compassionate. Anything else? Anything else? Self-sufficiency. The ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God or Spirit or the universe. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying, God is my source and I'm willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come. So, stark contrast here between independence and self-sufficiency. Self-sufficiency doesn't mean that we have to exist alone. What it means is you're relying on God, the universe, source. You're relying on that intuition, on those messages, those downloads, those promptings within your soul. And then true love. Your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner, but this sovereignty actually leads to the deepest intimacy. For you to stop using others. Let me stand on my own feet and know true love. Yeah, it's talking about love of the self. Love of the self. I'm being drawn to that synergy between experience and wonder. It's like almost like that playful energy, that love of who you are. There's a calling for a return to that before experience took it away, or it was an impediment to it. All right, thank you for that, Spirit. Let's get out some tarot. I'm being called to this deck. Can I get more on this independence, self-sufficiency, Spirit? Can I get more on independence, self-sufficiency for collective? Independence, self-sufficiency, independence, self-sufficiency. The Hierophant, commit to it. Commit to it. And we have that over here. Commit. Commit to your truth. What are the things that you're going to commit to? Can I get more on the Hierophant? Can I get more on the Hierophant? Truth. So in this deck, the Muse is the King. The King of Swords. Stand, commit to your truth. And this is clarifying that independence and the self-sufficiency. Commit to your truth. Commit to the self, I'm hearing. Anything else about the Hierophant, King of Swords? Anything else about the Hierophant, King of Swords? Anything else about the Hierophant, King of Swords? Whoa. Hold on. Awakening. There it is, the dimensions. Awakening. This is an awakening for you. And look at in this card, I talked about the synergy between the innocence and the wild feminine and being different aspects of the self. And here, the individual, it's like mirroring each other. It's the same person. It's balanced. Commit to your truth, and there's an awakening in this. Interesting. Can I get more on the awakening? I'm hearing the illumination that happened over here is prompting the awakening. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Ultimate happiness with others. It was in the reverse. So perhaps some of this entanglement surrounds your 10 of Cups. So 10 of Cups is like anyone that is in our life where it's that reciprocity. It's I give to you, you give back to me. But if you remember in the balance card, there was a call to you should be receiving just as much as you're giving. And so the 10 of Cups being in reversed, this is our emotional connections in our life. It being in the reverse signifies or can symbolize that some things are out of balance within your 10 of Cups. So 10 of Cups is friendships, family, work, romantic relationships, colleagues, sibling relationships, mentorships, like whatever kind of relationships where there is an emotional, should be an emotional connection and fulfillment. So with it being in the reverse, I feel like the awakening is that things are out of balance in some way. And by illuminating that, you're able to step into a passionate new beginning for yourself in which you are illuminated. Self-sufficiency is illuminated, independence is illuminated, love of this self is at the core. And committing to that, committing to your truth, standing firm and strong in your truth. Okay. Can you show me more about the 10 of Cups in reverse? Strength. It's going to require strength. Oh, how interesting. So the way that this card representation is on the Strength card, a woman is like sitting on the top of the lion's head. Normally, in a traditional representation, the person is actually like has the jaws of the lion open just to like demonstrate their strength. But in this representation, she's sitting underneath the moon on top of the lion, and she's looking at the 10 of Cups, considering everything that's been under her moon. We had the moon here, the entanglement. Interesting. So it's going to take strength to analyze, to understand. Page of Cups. To verbalize. Pages are messengers. To verbalize the imbalance. To verbalize. I'm also hearing the injustice. Which, yeah, if you're not receiving what you put out, that would represent imbalance. Page of Cups, to express. It's going to take strength to express, to communicate. Like that something came out. Nine of Cups, the things that you want for yourself, what is your wish fulfillment, the direction that you want to go. Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, towards that new beginning. It's going to take strength, expression, communication with your Ten of Cups, or someone in your Ten of Cups, about what wish fulfillment is for you, what would make you personally happy, the direction that you are going towards a passionate new beginning. Ace of Wands. And you have that here, mirroring. You showed it to me twice. You're ready to take action towards a passionate new beginning that illuminates the self and your wish fulfillment, what would make you happy. The bottom of the deck, the Devil, fear, the Moon, the Five of Swords, the conflict. Yeah, you fear the conflict. What's been underneath your moon, the entanglement. It's an internal struggle, can be external as well. Ace of Swords, but you have to listen to your truth. You have to listen to your truth. Show me the Devil. Show me the Devil. Pretty sure. Let's see. Show me the Devil, Spirit. Show me the Devil. The Emperor. Standing firm. That's claiming energy. Seven of Wands, creating space for yourself. And the Wheel, change. Yeah, so the Devil, the fear of claiming that expression, of expressing your truth, creating that space for yourself. Seven of Wands. And in the center of this card, I love this representation, the Star. Your hope, your wishes, your desires for the path forward, creating that space for yourself. And the Wheel, change. Change, stepping into the next stage of the journey. So there's fear and conflict around this. But you have to stand firm in your truth, use that Emperor energy, and claim this new passionate beginning for yourself. Claim the change. Okay. Let me get a different deck. So, if collective steps into that wish fulfillment, if collective claims this change for themselves, what can they expect? Ace of Pentacles, a brand new beginning, stable foundation, brand new beginning, stability. Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, there it is. Happiness and abundance with another and with many. Ultimate happiness. Four of Wands, a stable relationship that is filled with so much love. King of Cups. So much love. A new beginning. The Ten of Cups, the family, the the friends, the children, all of it, everything, all the emotional connections, a celebration of a relationship, stability in a relationship, and one that is filled with unconditional love. King of Cups, so much love. And you'll be able to feel confident in it. A new journey for you. And Spirit's saying, make the judgment. Make the decision. It's your judgment call. To stand in your truth regarding the lovers. The soul bond connection. The lovers is a big decision. So you have two decision cards here, Judgment and the Lovers. The Lovers is our greatest challenge, but it's also our greatest reward. And the Lovers connection is one that there is truth. It's undeniable. No matter space, time, status of the relationship, it is a knowing of a deep soul bond connection. We are spiritually connected with one another. Energetically, we are connected with one another. So Spirit's given you two cards, decision cards surrounding your truth, the lover's connection, the soul bond connection, a new beginning, 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands. So ultimate fulfillment with another and with many. Stable relationship filled with so much love that you can feel confident in. And embark on a new journey. And that new journey has come up multiple times. Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning. Ace of Wands over here, a passionate new beginning. Ace of Pentacles, now we're bringing it into 3D reality. And I feel like Spirit is saying here, you can stay in that earth energy where it's prohibited or impeded by experiences of the past, or you can have that childlike wonder step into this new dimension, this passionate new beginning, this solid, stable new beginning within a soul bond connection. 4 of Wands, the lovers. And then we have the moon, strength underneath your moon, anxiety about this, about the ending. 2 of Wands, again, a decision needs to be made to stand in your independence. 9 of Pentacles. So going back to the independence over here, the self-sufficiency, the Hermit, internal reflection, understanding. Now Spirit's taking you back to the internal self, the balanced self, the illuminated self. Encouraging you to take off the blindfold and stand in your truth. Page of Swords. Around what will make you happy. The Sun. Wow, how beautiful is this? This is amazing. All right, let's see. Spirit has, actually no, let's do this one. All right, Spirit, for collective, if they choose to stand in this new beginning with the lovers, with the soul bond connection, I see that there's so much abundance. What is so difficult about standing in truth? What is so difficult for collective in this life situation I'm hearing? She who flies, dare, do, Reach. She who flies, Valeris, dare, do, and reach. What's so difficult is not wanting to, being fearful, the fear of stepping into the new dimension, of taking a calculated risk. I'm hearing. I'm surprised I didn't see the Fool card come out. Let's see what the book says on this. Numbered? Okay. Valeris, she who flies, locks eyes with you, and you know they are the windows to your soul, that lover's connection. What do your eyes tell you when you peer into a mirror? Remember that I mentioned that emphasis on the eyes. Our lovely wild woman holds you in her gaze, challenging you to ponder what your own animal self might answer. She is the feminine spirit who dared to fly so high to the sun. The bird skull represents the thought of going too high. It serves as a reminder of what can happen. But the feathers point out the wild soul's call to fly. The message of this card is don't hide from your dreams. Do give into crazy flights of fancy. Spread your wings as wide as you dare, but also listen to the advice of those who may have also dreamed, also flown, and survived the fall. Remember, many great things have come about because of those who dreamed but failed. Your failures propel you forward towards your successes. Now launch yourself, dreamer. Spread your big, wonderful heart so your soul can take flight. Don't fear the fall. Embrace the flight. And then some questions to ponder. What is my loftiest dream? What is the worst thing that could happen if I went after this? And what is the best thing that could happen if I went after this? And I feel like Spirit is showing you here. What can happen is stability, happiness and joy and love with one and with many. 10 of Cups. 4 of Wands, a stable relationship, a stable foundation, one that is celebrated and filled with a ton of love that you can feel confident in. And it is a soul bond connection. So take that risk. Dare yourself. Step in with that innocence, that childlike wonder. It's beautiful. Okay, Spirit. Anything else that you want collective to know? Success, yeah, there's that 6 of Wands. Success. I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me toward victory. I direct my thoughts towards clarity and nurture wisdom, love, and goodness within me. I am free now, and I succeed in my life. There's such an emphasis here on freedom. Independence, self-sufficiency, standing firm in your truth. What is right for you? What is your wish fulfillment? Standing in that independence. What is right for you? What makes you happy? It's beautiful. Trust. I trust life and my strengths. Each moment guides me to the light, that illumination. Everything on my path is placed there for my growth. Beautiful. The path to light. I make the conscious choice to move toward the light, one step at a time. Didn't I say that earlier? One step at a time, one choice at a time, one decision at a time. We do the next right thing for you. I make the conscious choice. Remember, you had 2 choice cards here, the Lovers and Judgment. I I make the conscious choice to move toward the light one step at a time. I transform my weaknesses into strengths by mastering my thoughts, the truth. That truth. Remember I said the Ace of Swords and it came out somewhere. Right here, Ace of Swords. I transform my weaknesses into strengths by mastering my thoughts. I overcome obstacles with positivity and acceptance. I develop my gifts and extend my light to every being unconditionally. Yeah, that King of Cups. Unconditional light and love. That's beautiful. Thank you for that, Spirit. Okay. I'm going to pull some charms and then we're going to get a final spirit message for you. This is an amazing reading. I hope that you've enjoyed it. This is really, really just beautiful. That's what I love about the open reads. It's like a whole story that just unfolds in front of us. And then we get to kind of experience each aspect. There's something in that. The story just will keep unfolding. When we give up the control of things needing to be in certain placements to get a message across, or when we just allow the universe and spirit to come through, the whole story just unfolds right in front of us, and it's beautiful. Perhaps there's something in that. Yeah, stepping in with that childlike wonder with no restrictions. No restrictions. All right, let's get charms for collective. She who flies, she who dares, does, and reaches, who stands in her truth. Oh, and you also have the Two of Wands here. Two of Wands, another decision card. You have the world in your hand. It's your choice. Literally, the world, everything is available to you should you make the choice. Whoa, that's a lot. Okay. So we have the letter H. We have the letter D. We have the letter, another H. We have X. We have the snowflake. Actually, I see this as two ways. It's either the snowflake, so signs of winter, but it also is like the wheel on a ship. So like we have the wheel here, right? That's what it looks like to me. It's the wheel, like the change. It's time for a change. We have a cross, so commitment. We have another cross of a commitment. We have the anchor, so and the word love is written on it, so love anchors us. Yeah, that lover's connection. We have the word blessed. We have a bow here, so feminine energy. We have the word forever. Forever. That hit me in a certain way. Forever. I feel like that all that, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the personal fulfillment, the stability within the soul bond connection, that success, it's forever. We have the keyhole, so you hold the key. We have the leaf, so sign of autumn or turning over a new leaf. So once again, harkening back to that change element. We have a medallion here. I'm seeing like a swirl on it, like the journey. We have the word hope. We have the letter P. So H, D, H, P, and X. We have the flower, so blooming. Yeah, that illumination. We have the word miracle. We have bananas, or the color yellow. We have 2 stars, actually 3 stars. One says justice, so that balance. We have another star, and then another star. So our deepest hope, our deepest desire for the path forward. We have the world, so like closing out one cycle to begin a new one. The starfish, so intuition, listening to your intuition. We have the bow tie, so masculine energy. So we have divine masculine and divine feminine in the lovers, that soulbound connection. And then we have another heart. This reminds me of like a little emoji heart. Interesting. All right, let's close out with a final spirit message for you. That word forever, it's really standing out to me. Let me get, before we close out, Spirit, why is forever standing out to me so much? Why is forever standing out to me so much? Yeah, the sadness, the grief, the loss, it's over. It's in reverse. Being stuck in that is in the reverse. Not being indecisive, it's in the reverse, that's over. Show me forever. Ten of Cups, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Change surrounding that Ten of Cups. But you had Ten of Cups in the center, in the upright. So something needs to change within your current Ten of Cups. That entanglement that we discussed. Yeah, the wounding surrounding it. The lack of confidence. So I feel like Spirit's taking me back to what's been prohibiting you. What does this have to do with forever, though? Yeah, find a clearer path. The King of Cups. Find the clearer path towards unconditional love. King of Cups. You had that in your center. Go towards unconditional love. I'm hearing unconditional love of the self and unconditional love with another. There's the reciprocity, the equal give and take, the Six of Pentacles. You'll have that forever. The Sun and healing. Yeah, you will have the Sun and healing and patience. Patience. You will have that forever. The World. And one cycle to begin another one. Yeah. Okay. That was an interesting little twist at the end. All right. Spirit, can I get final spirit message for collective? Final spirit message for collective. Final spirit message for collective. Don't allow negative emotions to fester. If you're feeling frustrated, angry, or hurt, for example, just acknowledge that. Instead of fighting your feelings, go with them and work with them. Then true healing can really begin. We have that Temperance card there. Yeah, you have to allow yourself to feel that. Focus on the inner self. Anything, any other spirit message. This new beginning. Allow yourself to feel your truth. Stand firm in your truth. And allow yourself to like feel your internal self, your internal soul. Feel that unconditional love within yourself, and then you'll be able to share it more freely with another. If it is meant to be, it will be. You won't have to force, convince, or worry over it. Let it flow, let it be, and let it come to you. You are attracting everything you need. Trust the timing of your life. Yeah, that is the third time we've had timing come up for you. The wheel here, the wheel here, this card, and then divine timing on one of the other oracles. All right. I think Spirit's overall message is illuminate yourself. What brings you personal fulfillment and happiness? Stand in your independence and self-sufficiency. Stand in your truth. Stand in unconditional love of the self. Create space for yourself. Claim this passionate new beginning for yourself. And literally, you will have a new beginning that brings you so much happiness with another and with many. A soul bond connection. Stability. Foundation. Unconditional love. And success. That's what you have in front of you. If you make the judgment call, you make the choice. I love this for you. What a beautiful story that unfolded. I would love to hear if this resonates for you, and I hope that it helped you. Take care.